Welcome to Global Presence Network. My name is Jack Hakimian. Today we have a special guest by the name of Jean Mazmanian. John is an activist, he's a filmmaker, and he's someone who deeply cares about the Armenian genocide. And I see that your mission is to create awareness of crimes against humanity and to mobilize the global community to bring sustainable solutions. What inspired the forming of this organization and ultimately this documentary about the Armenian genocide and really the story of genocide that's happening all across the globe?
What inspired the documentary is the fact that I am the son of a survivor child. My dad was born in 1921, a year before the genocide ended. I know the Turks took away our ancestral homeland with major massacres. 1.5 million Armenians lost their lives. Another 400,000 to 500,000 were dispersed around the world.
Yes.
Every Armenian in the world, if not 90%, maybe 99%, 95%, are descendants from those very few brave ones that took the risk to go on a refugee boat or walk through the desert to save their children.
Wow.
So what inspired the movie is that all my life,
wow,
I wanted to share these things. When I sit at a table or at a bar, we're meeting new people, says, "Hi, how are you? How you doing?" And they hear the slight accent. They go, "Where are you from?" I go, "Oh my God. He wants me to open Pandora's box and tell him everything about Armenians now, here." And I do. I love to tell them that, we were the first Christians and we invented things and we discovered things. But then, of course, we had that big massacre that kind of almost annihilated our people. But the inspiring part about it is that we are alive.
Yes.
To talk about it. So the documentary was based on my entire life experiences that I wanted always to share these important things, facts with others. If we don't try to learn from mistakes of the past, how can we fix the problems that we are confronting today?
Yes.
We're going backwards in medieval times, beheading people, burning people, drowning people.
Yes.
Just because he's Christian, he's Yazidi, he's Sunni or Shia, it is disgraceful for humanity to be in such time and witness all this happening right in front of our eyes and not be able to do anything about it.
Yeah. See, what I'm hearing is that this criminal movement, in a sense, which was jihad. I mean, that's ultimately what you're talking about. The young Turks wanted to spread Islam, and this movie that you've made, The People of the Ark, is really retelling a story of what's happening right now in Assyria, in Syria. They say in the next 5 years, if something doesn't happen, there will be not one single Christian. I mean, here's a story that happened in 1915 all the way up to 1923, 1924, but yet it's being recycled and we're living it and we're hearing about it the way the Americans heard from the American missionaries that something very drastic and evil is happening right before our eyes in the Ottoman Empire. And the Turks played this political game with the Americans. So I think people underestimate the potential for human beings to do great evil. And we know from a Christian perspective that if evil is unchecked, it will spread like a wildfire.
It will grow.
And your movie, what I'm hearing from you, is kind of an awakening to not only the slaughter and the oppression that came to Armenians, but also the triumph of the human spirit, that kind of that triumphant, victorious faith that we need to overcome some of the challenges that our globe is facing today. How can people partner with you in this documentary to help not only this existing documentary, but future works that you want to be involved in?
Film, movies are one of the most powerful tools to spread a message. And our sponsor list and our endorsers is for the sake of creating a more powerful project, a more powerful movie, maybe a full-length 1-hour movie on location in Western Armenia, going through the desert to see how hard it is, those conditions. And right at the same time that you see in that same path of the desert of Deir Zor, where our Armenians came running from Turkey to rush to Syria, today is the other way around. Is the Christians from within Iraq and Syria rushing out on that same trail of desert that my grandparents walked in. So look at the irony of it, because if we don't fix the old mistakes, it's going to keep on happening. This movie was a catalyst, was the first ever effort. There's a bigger story to be told. My intention is to do something much more touching than that. If this touches you, that shows how passionate we are as a team to tackle this specific topic. We want to reach more people. We want our neighbors and our friends to also be aware. Other minorities to be aware. That if this happened to us, it could happen to any minority, which is happening, ironically, right now in the Middle East. So, we need collective effort of a lot of good-hearted people that think positively. They don't want to see their children in the future to witness such atrocities that we're witnessing today.
So can you tell us a little bit about that and how people can watch the documentary right now?
Sure. By going to our official website, www.peopleoftheark.com, you will have the choice of watching the film just for the sake of getting the message, but you will also have a couple of other ways of helping is by donating and purchasing DVDs.
I want to thank our viewers, and again, I want to encourage you to go to peopleoftheark.com to help this organization raise the funds they need to continue in the advocacy work, to continue creating new projects, and most of all, to bring awareness to a real tragedy that happened in human history and something that is being repeated right now as we speak. So our prayer is that you would be inspired, you would be encouraged, and even as you consider the Armenian people, you would see that people can rise out of the ashes with God's strength and God's help. God bless you. And again, thank you for watching What's Happening World on the Global Presence Network.